So hello everybody and welcome back to another video. It's Happy Prepper. We're going to be talking about 8 items you should put in a survival cache if you make it. So first off, these aren't all the items, but this is a really basic outline if you're going to create a survival cache. So 2 really good locations is a bug out location on like private land that you own, because if you do it on public land, if somebody does find it and let's say gets hurt for whatever reason because something you put in there, then you're probably going to get sued. Okay, second, if you have a lot of land, or even if you don't have a lot of land, you could put it in like far as you can away from your house. I was just pointing to the corner because I think that's a good like spot, and that may make a survival cache, but I currently don't have any. So like, if you're gonna put a survival cache somewhere, obviously put it where you know, and if you do forget it, put like a symbol or like a sign, like either like scattered sticks or more of an obvious sign that really only you know. So if somebody does stumble across the location, then like, oh yeah, there's something hidden in here. So yeah, so we're gonna get into the items. So number 1 is water. So obviously in the heat, and if you're in the cold, it could get like ruined because it's outside, but if you dig it deep enough, the ground will usually insulate the water and it would be fine. Also a water filter, and then a third way to filter water, like either a pot or water purification tablets. 2, food. So obviously like canned food is really good. Freeze-dried food, really good. Probably I would say more freeze-dried, because for the cache you probably want to just put it there and then forget it and then leave it, and then if you do need it, you could go there. But also I would say is a way to get food, either it be like slingshot or snares to hunt at small game, or like a fishing setup. 3, shelter supplies. So if you do need to build a shelter, I would say keep a couple supplies that if you needed to, then you could. Obviously you probably won't be able to store a tent in it in like your survival cache, because most of them are generally smaller, but I would say like an emergency blanket, and like, you know, those like a tarp maybe, and then emergency blanket for you to lay on, and then some cordage, and then maybe a contractor bag to put on the ground. So then you have the tarp, you have the contractor bag. Sorry if you hear barking in the background, it's my neighbor's dog. And then the emergency blanket goes over you, and you're pretty well insulated. So number 4 is tools. So like pocket knives, saws, any really bushcraft related tools, that would be good. This is the reason why I said not to put it on public land, because if somebody finds it and then they're playing around with your tools, the dog won't stop barking, and if they're playing around with your tools and they do hurt themselves, then you could get sued, even if it's on your land, because like people sue and somehow win in really weird ways. Like there's a couple people that appeared on like my local news, like somebody broke into their yard and like jumped into their pool, and then like they got hurt and then they got sued. But I don't think the survival cache, you probably, if it's well like hidden and stored, I don't think you really have to worry about that, if it's not on public land, because then there's metal detectors and they may detect it and then dig it up if it's on public land. Number 5, fire starting equipment. Ferro rod, matches, some tinder, maybe some fat wood to get your fire started, some stormproof matches, and a lighter. That would probably be really good just to store in there and then leave it. Number 6, extra clothes for you and your family, because I don't know, like, so the reason why you create a cache is either if you have to go to your bug out location, like either if your house is destroyed in a survival situation, or you don't have time to pack up. So I'd recommend, so like obviously you should change it for the season, or you could just pack all like the winter clothes and summer clothes, but I would say like take it out and make sure that they fit you and your family, because if you arrive at your bug out location or where the survival cache is and the clothes don't fit, then that's pretty bad, and yeah, it's not going to be a good situation. So 7, first aid stuff. A basic first aid kit, I would say more of like not more of like an advanced first aid kit, like with some trauma stuff, a lot of bandages. Okay, so number 8 is obviously this is more for a bug out location, but even if it's on your property, it would be a good thing to have seeds, and a good amount of them, because you could use to start a garden, or probably in a survival situation. Seeds would be a pretty big bartering, because a lot of people don't store a bunch of seeds. So if you have seeds, you could probably barter with people. So bartering item, and then you could start a garden. So thank you for watching this video. Please smash that like button and subscribe to Happy Prepper. Share out our videos. We are almost at 6,000 subscribers, which is insane. And go check out the Happy Prepper Instagram. And if you're on Pinterest, go check it out. It will be in the links below. So, Happy Prepper out.